we're going to start by putting our name in spot number 1 here. All right, line 3, we're going to put a nice cyan background on everything. Okay, we're going to skip a couple lines, and on line 5, we're going to declare a variable. We're going to name this one X. And this is going to be for all the X values on our shape. I'm going to start it at 10. Okay. And this is going to be the X values. We're going to say specifically corner of the car body. Okay, it's going to make sense in a second. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our draw function. So draw equals, and then everything pops up. Okay, we're going to start this off. I want my car to be red, so we're going to fill it with. We're going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do no stroke. We don't wind up with black lines around the car. It'll just look cleaner. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to go fill, and we're going to do this with red. The next one we're going to do is I want rectangle. And remember that rectangles are pinned in the upper left corner. And I want the upper left corner to be around, we're going to have it around, this corner right about here. Like we want it kind of up about right here. So the reason I put X at 10 is because this is about 10 right here, about 10 on the X. So we want it kind of on this line, kind of coming down. And then we're going to kind of create a red rectangle that's going to be the body of our car. It's going to be right out there. Okay. So I'm going to kind of guesstimate, so my values there, and then you can adjust if you want it in a different spot. So I'm going to go rect, and we're going to go X, and then let's go to 20, okay, and then we'll go about 100 to 110, and then maybe about 20. Okay. That is a little bit low. So I think the X is correct. This is going to be the body of the car. Okay. The X is correct. The Y is too low. So remember, I can just take this and scrub it. So I'll scrub left and kind of raise it up. Up to like where I want it, right about here. So maybe about 180, okay? 110 seems kind of long, so I'm going to back it up maybe a little bit, about 100. 20 seems about right, okay? So I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear that out, okay? Now, we want all of our X coordinates moved together. So I'm going to draw another rectangle on top of this one, and I want it to start, because this is going to be the top of the car, so I want it to start kind of like around here. Okay, this is going to be the top of the car. It's going to be a very, very simple, like elementary school car. Okay, so this would be maybe the original X. Okay, so this one is X, and then we're going to say that this one is X plus maybe 10. We're going to call it X plus 10, and then we'll adjust it. okay? Because we want to talk about this point right here. Okay, so we're going to call that one x plus 10. Remember, the original x was right here. That was x. And then this little guy is going to be x plus 10. So I'm going to go x plus 10, that one. Then we're going to do the y at maybe, I don't know, maybe like 80. Okay. And then I'm going to do, let's do 160. We'll go 20 back. Again, if it doesn't look right, I'm just basing it on the ones on line 10. If it doesn't look right, we can adjust it. I'm going to change this to maybe about 60, and then the height be about 20. Okay. And let's see where we are. Not too bad. I'm going to slide it to the front. Okay. So when I slide it to the front, let me get rid of my my drawings there. Actually, everything looks pretty good. I'm just going to move this a little bit to the front, make it kind of look more like a little sedan. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. If you wanted to make any other adjustments, make it look more like a car, you can do that with the sliders. This is going to be, we're going to call this the cabin of the car. This is where the driver would sit. Okay. The next section are going to be the tires. So I'm going to make the tires, we'll make them black. Okay. So I'm going to fill with, remember, 0, 0, and 0. Oops. Okay, this is going to be a black fill. Okay. And then we're going to do some ellipses for the wheels. Remember, though, we have to make ellipses be kind of functions of this original x. The original x is still, oops, sorry, when I type in the original x is right there. So we can make it that original x. Okay. So let's type x there. X. We'll go x, and then we'll maybe plus 10. Okay. It will move it a little bit to the right. Okay, so that's x, and then we want to add plus 10. Okay, so it'll move it a little bit. We want to have some value in there that we can actually slide. You can add any number there and then just move it around. Y, we kind of want to drop down a little bit. So let's say that we use the same Y that we did up here. It's a 160. Let's do 180. Okay, 180, and then our little wheels, we want to make them 25 by 25. Okay, now this is not going to be in the right spot, but we're going to adjust it. You can see it's way high. And that's okay. This is going to be the left. Oh, this is going to be the rear wheel. Okay. And let's just move this. I kind of want it to go to the right a little bit, kind of like maybe right about here. And then I want to drop it down. So this, remember, to go down, we increase this number. So I'm going to drop it down to like right about there. Okay. It looks kind of like a lowrider, but that's all right. Okay. So it looks all right. Then we're going to go ellipse again. Okay, and I'm just gonna, actually, if I throw in the exact same numbers, it'll put another duplicate copy right on top of it, and then I can move it. If I go x plus, if I just copy it exactly, 198 and 25 and 25, make this the front wheel, and this one, okay. I'm going to take this 22, I'm going to move it, and I'm going to keep moving it to the right until it's in the spot where it looks about right. Let's say right about there, okay? So you can see now that, I actually want to move this one a little bit to the right. I don't know. Okay, So you can see that all of the x's on all of these shapes are connected. They're all connected to this variable up here. It's here, it's here, it's here, and it's here. So there's 4 different things that if I change the x, that will move. So let's say that I converted this and I changed this to 50. Just for an example, you can see the entire car moves. If I change it to 100, the entire car moves. It's like locked together because all of the x's are locked together. We have added things to them. You could subtract things from them. You could go x minus something, but in each instance, all locked together. So I'm going to get rid of my drawings there. Okay, the next one is we're going to create our motion equation. I don't want this thing to zip across the screen, so I'm going to do it kind of slow. We're going to go x equals, okay, and we're going to go x plus 0.5. Second, I type in this. Fascinating. Okay, we have this very blurry car. Intriguing. So the way that I can fix this, remember, if you want something to trail, you keep the background outside. If you want it to go smoothly, we move the background inside the draw function. Anywhere inside in between the draw function and so between this first curly brace and the last curly brace. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this background right here, the cyan background, and I want it to redraw along with the car. And what it's going to do is it's going to kind of paint over, the car track. Okay, I'm going to readjust this entire thing like that. Okay, I'm going to hit restart. There's our cute little car inching across the screen. If we wanted to change it, make it go faster, you can do so. So this is going to be your first snip. You will get a 2 for the snip. You have accomplished everything. Now what I want you to do is to create your own compound shape. It can be anything, but I want you to make it move across the screen. Maybe it's a bumblebee. Maybe it's a turtle. Maybe it's just some random shapes. Maybe it's text. Whatever you want to do, you need to have at least 2 things that are connected. They have an X, like they have one original X right here that is connected to an X that's outside of the draw function. And then you need to have another shape where the X is also connected. So something like this and something like this. Okay. That's it. Have fun. If you do that, I will give you the 4.